everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm playing through the solo mode for Steampunk Rally Fusion, which is a standalone, but you can also play the solo mode in the base game. And disclaimer that I did get a review copy of this one. I really enjoy Steampunk Rally's dice management and sort of engine building, and the solo mode works pretty well too for a quick way to play by yourself. Let's get into it and show you how it works. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you cannot see anywhere else. You can also watch our separate streaming channel for even more content, listen to our weekly podcast, or join the conversation on our Discord. So to give the basics of Steampunk Rally, this is pretty much a racing game, although the courses are just like spaces with some obstacles and things on them. And in the competitive game, as you can imagine, for a racing game, whoever gets the furthest past the finish line in the last final turns wins. But in the solo mode, it's a little different. You basically get 6 rounds worth of drafting and activation of the parts on your machine. And the farther you get, the more spaces you cross over, the higher your score is. Now, the game progresses through a few phases. Let's walk through them really quickly. First, you have the draft phase, where you get one of each of 4 types of cards. You have boosts, which are kind of like events you can use. They hang out until you want to use them, usually at any point during the game. And then they have gold, silver, and bronze parts. You can kind of see the border, but also they each provide different colored dice, red, blue, and yellow. And in the competitive game, it's a passing draft, so I would have these 4 cards. I'd take one of them and do something with it, then I'd pass the rest on. I get something from my partner, I'd take another one, pass them on, you get the idea. And for each of the cards, you're either selling it for the stuff up here, which is going to be 2 dice of a given color, or 2 of these cogs that are kind of like mitigation. Or in the case of boost cards, you can get 1 of any color dice, or still 2 cogs. Alternatively, for boosts, you can save them for later, and for parts, you can attach them to your ship. You have to have complete connectors going back to your cockpit, which is like the only part that can't go away for your machine. I'm playing as Albert Einstein, by the way. The game has a ton of characters you can play as based on famous inventors. But it's okay if part connections go into weird places, as long as you can still track a contiguous path back to the main cockpit. So after the drafting phase, you go into the venting phase, which you're going to skip for the first turn. But basically during the race phase, you'll be putting dice onto your machine parts to activate different effects. And these dice don't go away. So during the vent phase, for each cog you spend, you can lower dice by up to 2 pips. That could be a single die. I could lower this from 2 to 1 to 0. Or you could spread that across multiple dice. And whenever a die is lowered to 0, it's taken off of the part, which frees up the action space for play again. So again, that's the vent phase. Then you have the race phase, which I just mentioned, which is where you will be rolling all the dice you've gained, mainly from selling cards during the draft phase. And then you'll put the dice on matching spots. So blue dice go on blue spots, red dice on red spots, yellow on yellow. And it'll give you different abilities. Many of them will give you more dice, which you immediately roll into your pool, and then you can use those ones as well. But it is important to note that any dice you don't use, generally speaking, there are a few parts that let you keep them for the next round, but usually all the dice you don't use are going to go away. Although in the Fusion standalone, they did add these secret projects that give you something to do with extra dice. You also, once per race phase, can activate your light bulb token, which is going to activate all the powers on any parts with light bulbs. That's usually going to be just your cockpit, but there are a few other ones. And you have to activate all the parts with light bulbs. They're all required, but they'll give you bonuses like free dice and stuff. Now, there are a lot of icons, and I'll explain the more complicated ones as we go, but the main ones you need to know are the movement icons, which are like this wheel with a wing on it. There's also a gold version of this that's like an upgraded, better movement. And then you also see a lot of things that, like I said, just give you dice, and also things that give you shields or break shields. And that affects this little wheel here, so you can, with the shields, kind of build up extra defense against damage. +3 is the highest you can go, by the way. But then as you suffer damage throughout your turn, which will mainly come from movement, I'll show you that in a second, this is going to come back to bite you in the damage phase, which is after the race phase, because for every remaining minus you have to trash an entire machine part from your machine to get yourself back to 0. And if you don't have enough to do that, you're in a lot of trouble. Now, I mentioned the movement. Each movement is going to take you on 1 space. I guess we should turn Albert to the side here. These are standees. They have little plastic stands, but we don't need to use those. And the most common type of terrain you're going to see on the map are these little mountains with a number in them. And those will cause the equivalent amount of damage. So if I didn't want to go the long way around, but wanted to go straight through here, That would give me -3 immediately, and you have until, the end of the race phase to try to mitigate some of that, maybe build up some shields, otherwise you're going to have to trash 3 parts from your machine. And then at the end of the round, you have the upkeep phase. Any dice you didn't use go away, you get your light bulb back, and you go again. And again, in solo, you have 6 rounds total to try to get as far as you can. And I mentioned the Secret Project, which again is in the Fusion set of the game, or I think they sell the Atomic Edition, that's like both of them combined. So once per round, you can put any number of dice here that are in a run, so in numerical order. So you could just put a single die, regardless of what its value is. But if I had like a 2 and a 3 I didn't want to use, which are in numerical order in a run, then I would advance my little plastic thing. I got to get that to 2. There we go. Now we got it. And basically, this is a once per game thing you can use. You want to build it up into the silver or the gold or even this like little fiery red spot. Because when you flip it over once per game, you're going to get a big bonus. In the case of the one that I got, ribbon rails, I'm going to get 2, 4, or 6 movement all at once and a bunch of cogs. Pretty cool. And one more thing I forgot to mention about cogs. During the race phase, you can use them to mitigate your dice. 1 cog changes 1 die by 1 pip. So you can like set up runs or get the values you want. Because most parts work like this, where however many dice you put on there, by the way, red could not go there, but let's just pretend for a second. You take the total number of dice you just added, so here 9, divided by the number here with no remainder, and get the effect that many times. So 9 divided by 3 would give me 3 movement. If it was instead 7, divided by 3 would be 2, remainder of 1, we don't care, would give me only 2 movement. Although some dice have this little star symbol, which means it doesn't matter what the value of the die is, which means usually you want to try to make it, a 1 or a 2, so it's easy to use cogs to vent that in the next round. All right, that's more than enough detail. Let's jump in and see how we do. All right, so looking at the initial Albert Einstein machine, Albert Einstein can give me 1 of any die color per round. And his starting part, the steam turbine, has 4 blue spots and divided by 3 for basic movement. And you already saw my secret project. And then looking at the parts I can draft or sell, I've got a velocipede, 2 blue and 1 yellow spot. Any value will give you 1 movement. And these icons are new for, again, the Fusion set. This means that when you place a die on here, you can choose to just blow up the part and all the dice on it, which is often good, like when you fill it up, and then you get the additional bonus. So, like, let's say I put a yellow die here and then a blue die, and then with the last blue die, I was like, forget the velocipede, I don't want you anymore. I could not only get the movement, but also 3 cogs. This heat shield has a single blue spot and divided by 2. So if I put like a 6 blue here, I would get 3 shields. This is going to build up protection against damage from the course. And once again, it's got a trash effect. If you trash it, you get 3 red dice, which I have nothing to use with right now. Okay, then I got the thermionic rectifier. That's a thing. This is another, all the cards with like this little like green icon here are fusion cards. So this has another special effect. So if I put any red or any yellow, because it's a star, I'll get 2 yellow dice. But there's an extra effect. If I store 3 cogs on here, then I'll also, for each time I use this, get this other effect, which in this case is an extra shield. Now, when the part gets destroyed, I get the 3 cogs back. So it's not like I'm losing them forever. I'm just reassigning them to somewhere for a little bit. Then finally, there's an odd boost, Escher Field. Reorient a machine part sideways or upside down for the rest of the game. The machine part may not be vented. Any pip cost of the machine part is now a star, which is pretty amazing if I have a part that like has a really high cost, like a 5 or a 6, but I don't. So I think that one's going to be definitely some cogs or dice for me. The main colors I want right now to use my steam turbine are blue, so I'm probably going to sell the heat shield. The velocipede seems pretty decent. Maybe like use it 2 or 3 times and then blow it up. Won't hurt me too much. Well, actually, looking back at the heat shield, I mean, getting some defense would be good for those things coming up, but especially if I go the long way, I don't have too much terrain to worry about at first. A thermionic rectifier, I don't have any way to use yellow consistently with any of these, so that doesn't seem very good. The Escher Field seems like not the right fit for this time. I mean, gosh, if I do that, sell 3 of those and only keep this one, I'll get 2 red dice that I have nothing to do with. So I guess I could get the cogs instead. The heat shield can give me 2 blue dice. That's certainly useful. And then the Escher Field can give me 2 more cogs or 1 of the colors. Yeah, all right. So I think I'm going to get 2 blue dice from the heat shield, because I can definitely use those. I'm going to attach the velocipede. By the way, you can freely adjust the cards on your machine or drop them, like just trash them whenever you want. Then I think I'm going to get 2 cogs for the Escher Field. That's better than a single die. Albert can already give me a single die. And then I want the 2 reds. It might help me get my secret project going. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take the 2 red dice and not the cogs and see how that treats me. So all these are trashed. I didn't build my machine up much. Now we get into the race phase. Let's see how we roll. All right. Some high red values, some lower blue values. I think I want to go and use Albert Einstein. And I'm going to roll a yellow die for this velocipede spot, I think. Well, 1. That was perfect. That's pretty easy to vent if I want to later. All right. Might be a bit of a waste, but I'm going to use 1 cog to put this red die up to a 6. Make it, make it a run. And I'll put both those on my secret project to get halfway to silver. All right. So those are used up. Then I'll go and use the velocipede just to move myself 1. Not going to blow it up yet. And we're off to the races. And then I guess I could do the steam turbine. That's 6. So divided by 3 will give me 2 more movement. Yeah, I didn't get much of anywhere yet. But the nice thing is I didn't choose which way I want to go yet. I might still choose to take the shortcut here, which is only 2 spots, but 3 damage if I get something that gives me some shields. Otherwise, this really isn't that much better. It's 2 extra spots for only 1 less damage. By the way, there's lots of other spots. So these ones let you spend as many cogs as you want for blue dice, as many cogs as you want for yellow dice. There's some other terrain things. This is the most basic terrain set from the base game. Fusion comes with 2 different terrain sets. This one has 2 sets as well with different effects on it, but I'm just showing you kind of the simplest thing. All right, we go into upkeep. Those dice are gone, but these ones, remember, stay around because they're gumming up my works. I got to use some cogs to vent them. And we're going into round 2. So let's see what we got this time. 4 new fun options. Okay, Harpoon Havoc. Indicate 1 machine part on an opponent's invention. Well, you know what? We don't have opponents in solo, so that's going to be a sale. But then we get Ion Thrusters. Ooh, see, this would have been a great one for that, what was it, the Escher boost I had? Because it needs a 5 to get you 2 movement, and this means to just straight up remove a red die, as in you vent it off your machine for free. And yeah, but it costs 5, but if I had, again, put that Escher device on it, I could have gotten it with a 1 yellow, so that's pretty neat. Although yellow is not necessarily my strong point yet. And then we have a Rankine Boiler. Ooh, this one is pretty cool. So it accepts red or blue. I like the flexibility. Now, it is a 5 again, so very expensive. But you got 2 options here. 2 blue dice, which right now at least I can use. Or remove a blue die and get, what are these called? Oh, right, a fusion die. So these are biggins, and they're, again, only in the fusion core set. But they go from, what is it, I think 4 to 9. Yeah, 4 to 9. And you still place them on spots like normal, but, you know, as you can see, 9 would give me 3 movement all by itself if I rolled that. But the negative side is they are non-ventable, so they just sit there forever until you take that part as damage or, you know, throw it away or blow it up with one of these kind of abilities, that kind of thing. But still, that's pretty sweet with right now me having a lot, basically all my movement based on blue. What's our last thing? A blast pipe. It's got 4 connectors, which is nice. Oh, wow. So this is, first of all, a light bulb part. So I would activate it at the same time as I activate Albert Einstein. I could choose which one goes first. It would discard 1 die of each color. That's ridiculous, but takes a damage to use it. Oh, but man, doesn't need any dice to activate. But right now I have no way to build up defense, which is also not great for this, shortcut decision confronting me right now. Which makes me think maybe I put a lot of these on my machine and then do dumb stuff with them and then just blow them up. Maybe? Well, let's see. At the moment, I only have a single spot for my stuff to go, which means I really kind of need the blast pipe, or I can't fit anything else on my machine without throwing things away. Because both the boiler and the thrusters have a single connection. That's not helping me at all. Maybe I get these 2 and throw away the ion thrusters. Although, what do I do with 2 yellow dice? I could vent away the velocipede, and then one of the yellows could go in there. Or I could just literally get all 3, but what dice would I have? I can get a single die from here and get a single die from Albert. If the dice I get work with the boiler, it can get me a bunch more blues. But where do I get any other color? Yeah, literally all of these get rid of colors, and reds, which I'm not even using right now. Well, that's right. The boiler, I can use the fusion dice I get to get more dice from this with the theoretically high values. Geez, I don't know, man. All right, what the hey? Let's go a bit crazy and to see what happens. And what do I want with this? I'm going to be really shy on dice, aren't I? Oh, geez, I just realized if I put the blast pipe on my thing, then I'm going to be hurting myself for, well, I guess I can discard a blue and a yellow, but I won't be able to get the red in time unless, what if What if I get a red die with Harpoon Havoc? Let's try that. That's literally the only die I have to roll right now. Come on, high number. It's not high. It's not a high number. Darn it. I was going to try to like activate the boiler, but clearly I didn't get a 5 or a 6, so nothing doing there. All right, well, so it goes. I'm going to go and activate this. So first I'll get a red. I'm going to get a red for that. That's a high number. There we go. And then I'm going to activate the blast pipe because I'm forced to since I did the light bulb. I can discard 1 blue. I'll do the highest value. I can discard 1 yellow. I don't have any reds. And I'm already down to 1 damage when I'm planning to take more this turn. Lovely. All right. So I think. I'm going to put the 6 here. That'll get me... I'm going to get 2 blues first. Hoping for at least one of them to be a 5 or a 6. That would be lovely. Okay. This is workable. All right. Could just use the 6 to do that, or I could use the 6 to get more stuff. Yeah, okay, sure. Let's take away a blue, get a fusion die, hope for some big numbers. Ooh, okay. It's still not. Oh, actually, you know what? 9, 10. Why the heck not? I mean, I guess I could have used the red one there. So I definitely want 2 more blues for one of those effects, and then. I don't have a blue to take away, but do I want a fusion die? Yeah, I think I do want another fusion die. Because I can use it as a yellow over there if I roll at least a 5, and I did. What is that? That's a 7, okay. So sure, let's do a 7 here to get 2 movement and take away a red. I guess I'll get rid of the big red 6. Yeah, you know what? Boop, boop. There we go. 3 more damage. We are going to die. People. In retrospect, I should have kept that heat shield from the first turn. All right, so what do I do now? Use my Velocipede. I could like do 2, 3, or even like 2, 4 there. Move twice and then blow it up and get some cogs. Although wait, how much damage am I taking? 4 damage? That would literally blow up everything on my yow. Well, if everything else pretty much is going to blow up, what the heck? Okay, so we'll go and do 2 and 4 there. I won't blow it up for 3 cogs. So that's getting me 2 more movement. Yay. Oh gosh, if I go another one, I take another damage. No, I guess we'll do another secret project. Get it to 3. Yay! What's the other side of this? Cogs. Okay, cogs are always good. So we go to the damage phase. What is it at? -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're back to square one, everybody. That's definitely what you want to do in the game. But hey, at least we have no dice to worry about. And our damage is taken care of. Oh, God. All right, with that, let's go into round 3. I need some dice generation here. Ooh, look at this. Recoil generator. Whenever you sell a drafted card, you get a blue die. And I'm assuming in solo, because like in the regular game, I would like be able to put this on my machine first. I think in solo you can choose the order, so I assume if I put that on my machine, then every other card I sell this round will also give me a free blue die. That's awesome. Ooh, and I'm liking treads, although I already have so much blue, but at least my recoil generator will help with that. But yeah, look at this. It's 5 again. Where is that friggin' Escher thing? Movement and defense. Everybody. Step up transformer. 2s gets me, I don't need, so it just makes my yellows better. No. Okay, and then meteor shower. Indicate an empty die slot on each opponent's invention. Nope. Okay, so we're venting these. We're keeping these. And good. The recoil generator gets me a lot of room. Yeah, there we go. For now, that works. And then I'm going to say I did that first. So when I sell both of these, I get 2 blue dice for free. I'm going to get 2 more for the step-up transformer. So boom, I got a lot. And then I think I'll get 2 cogs instead of a single die. All right, so we are all blue all the time, people. Let's go in. Show me some big numbers. Okay, a lot of 2s. Not what I wanted to see for the thing that needs 5 or the thing that needs 3s. All right, let's go and use Albert to get us another blue and a 3. Okay, that adds up to 5. Okay, let's look at the map real quick because we could move, I don't know, 3 or 4 this round. It's 1, 2, 3. So I really want to use those treads to block myself some if I can. All right, so let's see. If I do like 6. What would it take to get me to 15? 6, 9, 11, 13, 15. Oh, it doesn't even fit. I could use my cogs, though. I just wish I had rolled higher here. Come on. I mean, like if I used all 3 cogs to make like one of these into a 5. That's what, 11? Oh gosh, that would still be a ton. I think I raise this into a 6. No, I mean, either way, it's still going to be the same thing. Well, either way, maybe 10 is okay. At least those will go away quickly with cogs, right? So that will give me 2 movement and 2 shields. Although I lose one of them right there, so I'm at +1 at the moment. I could move one more, but then I'm taking an extra damage. I have to trash one of these, and I kind of like all of these at the moment. I could instead do 2, 3 and get myself into silver, which is going to be some free movement. Sure. Let's do it. Not sure if that's a good idea, but at least I have a lot of cogs left. All right, and the +1 does stay around, by the way, so it's not like I lose it at the end of the round. Yikes, we are halfway through the game, and definitely not halfway through the track. Definitely not. Babbage Assembler. Oh, whenever you sell a drafted card, you get a gear. That's cool. Ooh, what is this? Combustion Chamber. Any yellow gets me 2 blue dice and a cog. That's great. Drive Wheel. I already got a lot of blue movement. And an aerofoil. Yeah, man, I'm getting like the most useless boost here. No, I'm not going to remove 2 red dice. Okay, what do I care about? Definitely Combustion Chamber. Babbage Assembler. I mean, the 2 red dice could help me out with my secret project. That's probably about it. The drive wheel is a little bit redundant, and also it's tough for me to fit it. Well, I guess I can go like that. That would give me another bottom part. All right, I definitely want to do the combustion chamber. I mean, that's a no-brainer. I'll use Albert Einstein's ability, hopefully roll low, and get some blues that way. Yeah. I mean, getting more cogs from the Babbage assembler is not the worst thing in the world. Maybe I'll like do that, and then sell both of those. The 2 yellow dice, the lowest one can go there. Another one can go on the secret project. I can get more cogs or some blues from here. Sure, so let's try this. Okay, so I'm going to sell both of these. Get 2 blue dice, get 2 cogs from the airfoil. Because I sold 2 cards, I'll get 2 more cogs and 2 blue dice. Definitely cogged up. I like that. And let's definitely vent these 2 for 2 cogs. I don't think it's worth it to vent the 6 with 3 cogs. So we'll just stick with that. All right, so we roll all of these, get into the race phase. And okay, I got a low yellow, which is good. Middling blues. I don't love that. All right, so do I activate Albert already? Now let's go and do the combustion chamber. So I get another cog and 2 more blues. High numbers, high number. Ooh, there's a 5. I like that. So I can definitely do this at least twice with like 5, 2, 3, for example. Yeah, so maybe I go ahead and do that. So that's 10 new being added. I don't think I said this, but you don't count previously existing numbers there. So I'm getting 2 movement and +2, although I know I'm going back down to +1 because it takes me right past this. Do I want to spend cogs for yellow dice? No, I do not. And I do have this nice 3 blue here, exactly enough for my original steam turbine to go a single space more. Getting some more terrain here. And I think that might be it. Oh, I never used that. Oh, gosh. Hold on. I just realized I might have different options. I'm going to roll another blue. Let's see what I get. Oh! Okay. So what if I do... This is still fine. What if I do this for 2 more movement? And luckily I have just enough that would let me get red dice. I don't need those. But yeah, the 1 terrain. I'm still not throwing anything away. I'm okay. Got 2 more rounds to get pretty far, but at least I got something going now. And then yeah, I am still going to get my secret project to 6. Okay. I just realized I should have looked this up. In solo mode, in the competitive game, when you explode completely, like you literally would have to like throw away your cockpit, which you never do, then you go behind the last player in line. There is no last player, so I don't know what I do there. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and set up for next turn. Got a lot to vent. This is my second to last set of cards. What we got? Give me some whammies. Cavorite Crystal. Ooh, just 1 of each die? That's a boost I can get behind, although I don't know if I need any red. Dracene. Any blue will get me a red and a movement. And if I put 2 cogs in, which I certainly have, a second red, but I don't really need reds. No, none of these need red, so that's not mattering. Voltaic Pile. Blues will get me yellows or remove yellows. And then Anti-Grav Device. Any yellow will get me a move or a defense. Huh. Okay, so let's see. I think I get this one. The Anti-Grav Device I could use, although I really don't need to. The Voltaic Pile I definitely don't need, and I can use the blues. The Dracene also seems... I mean, got so many things to use blues on already. Although it is a star, so if I got like some randomly low blues... And the reds aren't useless. They would potentially let me do my secret project more. So actually, maybe I do keep this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to keep this one. And this one, sell these. That's 2 cogs and 2 blues. And this one just gets me one of each color. Where are you going to go? There you're going to go. All right, and now some venting. What is this? That's 710. So 5 cogs. I mean, I've got it. Might as well spend it. Bye-bye all of those. Let's do 1 to get that yellow spot back. And that, I think, is probably about all I want to do. So I've got 3 blues, 7 spots for blues, 1 spot for the yellow I've already got. I've got Albert. Well, let's see what we roll. So low blues are going to the Dracene, high blues going to the treads and the steam turbine. Hey, it's a little bit of each. I like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and do... first I'll put 2 cogs on it, because again, they come back if I blow that up. Although I don't think you can remove them otherwise. So that'll give me 2 red dice and a movement. Come on, give me some runs. Not quite. So that was 1 movement, so I'm at -2 right now. But I've got at least a couple things I can throw away now. Let's go ahead and do... Yeah, I might just let that one die. So that gets me a cog and 2 blues, which is good because I had no cogs. All right, and... Ooh, another 6. I think that's 15, isn't it? 12, 15, yes. So we are getting 3 shields. So we're back in the green for a minute, and 3 movement. Oh gosh, 1, 2, 3. That's 2 more damage. Back to Damage Town. Okay. Do I want to get like 2 more reds? Another movement? Yeah, I think I do. So, boom. Come on, give me like 5, 6. Or 1, 2. Give me a run. Oh, 2. Oh my gosh, why do I have so many 3s? Oh god, is that a 3 damage? What a... Oh, we die. Okay. Wow. Wow. All right. Well, hey, at least 2, 3, 4 gets me 7, 8, 9. I'm going to try to save up for the final thing to go in the final turn, right? Although, it would give me cogs now, wouldn't it? How much would I get right now? 4 movement and 3 cogs. 4 movement would blow me up. But the 3 cogs are nice. Yeah, in fact, maybe I do use this now. What would 4 movement do to me? 1 more damage there. 1, 2, 3. 2 more damage there. Give me a -6. How many parts do I have in my thing? I do have 6 parts, so I would just be my cockpit, but I'd be really close to the end. Although I'd need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with tons of damage to get past the finish line in the final turn. Nah, I think I'm gonna wait. But yeah, I don't have anything to do with these red dice, unfortunately. Okay, gotta lose 4 things. 1, 2, 3, because they're all tough to vent anyway. If I get my cogs back, that part's good. And what's 4? I want to keep the steam turbine, and I guess getting free blues seems like the way to go. Oh, did I never give myself... Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I did. So what the hey, we'll just roll a random die. What was my run? Like 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I had a 6. I might be cheating, but I think using that would have given me 1 extra point on the secret project. All right, so that clears my damage, but I'm about to take a lot more. Especially if I use the secret project to go 6 spaces. What the heck? Final cards. Classical Tunneling. Okay, remove a blue die. Place a blue from the supply onto any track space. Players with 5 or fewer machine parts skip this space, and any damage from it cannot be prevented by special movement. Ooh. 5 or fewer machine parts. I might get to that. Ooh, but wait, look at this. See, this is the type of movement I haven't shown yet. This is the special movement. You ignore terrain damage when you use that. So I can go on that shortcut if I can get like really high blue values. Yeah, look at this. Right here, 3, 2, 2, 2. Like if I can just build up some blue values, that'd be amazing. All right, so I definitely want the auger, which I think means I need to... what's this Magnox reactor do? Give me 2. Oh my gosh. 2 of these would be amazing, even if I took damage. Repair bot. No, we don't care about you. The tunneling thing, though, could like get me past that 3 spot. But I think I need to sell more stuff to get more blue. The Magnox reactor. I would take 1 damage, but I would get a red and a blue die. Might help me get my secret project. I could trash it and get 2 of the fusion dice. Huge numbers use this auger. Yeah, okay. Okay. So I'm going to get the auger. Where are you going, auger? The reactor can go there. There we go. And I'm going to trash these. Oh, wait a second. 2 red dice? Well, whatever. I mean, might do something. Or maybe I just want the... How many dice am I getting? I'm going to sell 2, so that'll be 2 blue dice. This will get me a red and a blue. So that's 3 blue dice, but I'm also getting these. So yes, that's kind of all that I would need anyway. All right. Wait, I don't have these anymore, do I? No. See, I'm actually going to like try to get all of the gears I can get to mitigate. So I'm going to get 2 blues from selling these, and then 4 gears, or cogs. Alrighty. So I just roll these first. And okay, decently high values to start. I like that. And now I'm going to activate this. First, I'll do this. I'm taking a damage. I'm trashing it, but I get a red, a blue, and 2 fusion dice. All right, come on. Oh, that's a 9. 4 of those, the lowest. Okay. And then I also get to do this. It's going to be blue, right? That's all we care about right now. Okay. And then to get the max effect here, I need to have 2 of these. Okay. So let's see. How can we do with this? I've got... That's 3, 6, 7. So I could raise this all the way up to 9. Wait, do I want to? 5. So I guess this 8 would be enough, right? Because that's 3, 5, that's 8, and 9 is 17, plus this 3 would be 20. Should give me 4 special movement. So raising that to 8 costs me 4 of my cogs. And where is the best use of that? I definitely want to take this damage, like get here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Ignoring that much damage is pretty amazing. Oh, that's right. I'm already at -1. Ah, man. Okay, we'll see what happens. So I need to move. This will give me 2 more movement. I think that's all I need. So that's 8 movement. Or sorry. Okay, so boop, boop. Taking 1. So I'm at -2. Oh, wait a second. I need to go 1 more. Oh, We're at 8. So let's just raise this up to 9. There we go for 1 cog. Okay, and that'll get me in the sweet spot I wanted to be in. Then I'm drilling my way through the ground. 9, 17, 20, 4 special movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, ignoring all terrain. This is great. Oh, crud. I only have 3 cards. There's going to be 2 more damage. What can I do? I can't eke another 5 out of this, can I? I can get that to a 9. I can say I use the 4 instead of the 3 and get that to a 5. That's not enough. Right, that's 18, 23. All right, we'll have to go look up what the rule is for blowing up, but let's go ahead and go whole hog for it. I'm going to put the 3 and the 4 up on my secret project, gets it to 12, which gets me a perfect 6 movement and 4 more cogs. So I go, wee, explosion, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, the damage phase, hold on, I got to run to my computer and see what it says. All right, yeah, apparently no one's ever asked that on Board Game Geek before. And I'm not going to wait to finish this video. I don't know. Until I hear differently, let's just say that I stopped there and I didn't make it across the finish line, and maybe in solo you just die if your machine would explode. But there you go. That was Steampunk Rally Fusion's official solo mode. It's pretty much a beat your own score like kind of thing, and probably my biggest complaint about it is that the game inherently has a lot of like randomness in which cards you get, but in the competitive game, you're passing them around amongst the players, so if you all get weird stuff, you all got to deal with it, whereas here, obviously, if I just get like some weird things that don't do anything, that's just how it is. So I wouldn't say this is necessarily a game you should seek out for the solo mode. If you want a racing solo game, Heat is the way to go, as I've talked about recently. But I love this one for competitive play, and the solo mode is nice. The game is mostly about engine optimization and like the cool tactical choices of how you use your cards anyway. So you still get the majority of that in solo. It's still a lot of fun. If you work for Roxley or you know the answer, tell me whether I could have actually gone past the finish line. They do have a way of like scoring where you count the number of spaces you went. Who gives a crud? I say pass the finish line or not. And this game, I'm going to officially rule, unofficially rule, that I did not win. So Albert, you are a loser, sir. But thanks for watching, everybody. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.